Okay, we're back on this A-level paper number 7, and this shows the sketch of a curve C with occasion y equals fx and a straight line L. The curve meets L at minus 12, 13 and 0, 25, and the shaded region is bound by C and L. Fx is a quadratic function in x. Minus 2 and 13 is the minimum turning point of y equals fx. Okay, use inequalities to define r. So firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out what this line is, so in the form y equals mx plus c. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to find the gradient by doing 25. So let's just see, so we've got 0, 25, and minus 2, 13. So let's do 25 minus 13 and 0 minus 2. So that equals 12 over 2, which equals 6. So far we know that, and it goes through the point 25, so we know that L is y equals 6x plus 25. So we've done that bit. Now, in order to find out what C is, I know I'm meant to write underneath, but it makes it very difficult to actually do this. We will see what we know. So we know that y equals, and we can use the turning point. So we don't know what A is, but we can put in x plus 2, because that's minus 2, so we know that that is that squared, and then plus 13. And so now we've got the bare bones of what the curve C looks like. And in order to find out what A looks like, we can put in a point that we have. So we could put in, here we go. So if we put in this point here, or that point there, which one's easier? I'm going to use 0 and 25. So if we say y equals 25 equals A times, and that's 0 plus 2, so that would be 0 plus 2 squared plus 13. So that means 12, if we take 13 off both sides, equals A times 2 squared, which is 4A. So that means that A equals 12 over 4, and A equals 3. So now I've got two of their actual, so we can say that y equals 3x plus 2 squared plus 13, and y equals 6x plus 25. But that doesn't give me what r is, so use inequalities. So I would say that this is going to be, y is going to be less than 6x plus 25, because it's on this side of it. So y is less than 6x plus 25, and it's going to be more than 3x plus 2 squared plus 13. And that's how you do that. But if you do it, write it on the lines rather than, I mean, it's slightly concerning that they then did 3 pages after it, but we won't worry about it. Right, a new smartphone was released by a company. The company monitored the total number of phones sold N at time T days after the phone was released. The company observed that during this time the rate of increase N was proportional to N. Use this information to write down a suitable equation for N in terms of T. Oh, well, I don't have any, there's going to be plenty of unknown constants, so we're going to have to use E, because I'm assuming it will either be that it starts selling really well and goes down, or it, so e to the power kt. And then there probably is another unknown, which we'll put in as A. and that's what n does. So t being the days, and n being the phones sold. And usually if you're building a model, you build it this way using E, then we'll find out using how many are sold, what A is, and then we'd go from there and see whether the model was any good. Again, that's a lot, isn't it? Right. This shows a curve C with the equation y equals fx, okay? And fx is 4x squared minus 2 e to the minus 2x. Show that this is, so f prime of x equals that. So if f of x, again we're doing it this way, equals 4x squared minus 2 times e to the minus 2x, that means that we are going to have to use the product rule. And the product rule looks like this. It is so it is product rule, here we go. It is that fx, so let's just do u v dash plus u dash v. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to call u equals, let's just make it 4, is that 2? Yeah, it is 4x squared, so it's 4x squared minus 8. U dash would equal 8x, okay? And then v equals e to the minus 2x, and v dash equals minus 2 e to the minus 2x. Beautifully put. Right, so we know that for f prime of x, we will get u, which is 4x squared minus 8, times v dash, which is minus 2e to the minus 2x, plus, I do not like the way I'm doing this, 8x times minus 2, no, sorry, times e to the minus 2x. Silly. Right, which means that we can now clean this up, but I don't know how much space I've got. So let's times minus 2 out by that. So we get, on this side, we get minus 8x squared plus 16. So that's that bit done, and then let's just times that by e to the minus 2x, and plus, and that's just 8x e to the minus 2x. So we can take e to the minus 2x out to the front. I know they've left it at the back, so e to the minus 2x, 8, so that's minus 8x squared plus 16 plus 8x. Oh, this is looking considerably more like that. And then we'll take e to the minus 2x out the back, and we'll take 8 out the front. And then that leaves us with, if we leave that, we get 2 plus x, which is there, minus x squared. Hence, in its simple form, find the exact coordinates of the stationary points of C. Right, I don't know how I'm going to do this. It's mostly because I need to be able to see these questions to be able to do it. So this is B. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make this equal to 0, because this is basically our gradient. So 8, 2, plus x minus x squared e to the minus 2x. Now, I know that e is not going to give me a 0, because it doesn't give me a 0. So let's just take this and so let's take minus x squared plus x plus 2, and let's make it, so that's 2 minus x, so it's going to be x plus 1, I think. And then that would be 2, so that gives you that minus x, and that does give you minus x squared, and then that's plus minus x, yeah, that gives you it. So we now know that x, the point where the stationary points are, so stationary points equal, so x would equal minus 1, which must be that one there, and then this one there would be, so 2 minus x equals 0, so minus x equals 2, so x equals, minus x equals minus 2, so x equals 2. Now, in order to get this right, we're going to have to put those points back into this one there, so this one. So if we put minus 1 into that, we get, so minus 1 squared minus 2 equals, so that's minus 3 times 4, and then we'll times that by shift, where the hell's e gone? That's there, isn't it? E to the power minus 2 times minus 1, which is 2. And that equals, gosh, that's enormous. Oh, so minus 88.66. So the one coordinate is minus 1 minus 88. I should really, okay, Del, let's just go answer equals, let's just see if there's an SD, no there isn't, 0.66, and then the other one would be 2, and then again we go through the exact same thing, but that's 0, because, no it's not, so that would be 0 minus 2, oh, so that's minus 8 times e, so it's minus 80. Okay, and then the function of g and the function of h are defined by 2fx, so that just stretches it along the y-axis by 2, and h 2fx minus 3. So essentially what you're doing is you are finding the y point, so this one would be minus 16e, if you see what I mean. And then h would be minus 60, it would be minus 16e minus 3. And so that would give you the range.